Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Okay. Okay. So this video is a documentation for making a Gary's Mod player model. This is not exactly a tutorial. I wish it was, because there's a lot of tutorials out there that suck, and they need a bit of a touch up to them. But then again, all this information is probably going to be out of date by the time this is even freaking uploaded. So, thank you, Valve. Thank you for automatically updating everything every second of every day. All right, make that body. You know what? Let me just make them all called joined, because I'm sick of this. So, oh no. And now it's a completely different map. Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. That is exactly what I wanted. That is exactly what I wanted. How did you know? How did you know? Fucking unbelievable. Okay, so this video is me suffering a lot because I've been trying to get this to work for the entire day on a completely different model. But I've resorted to changing what model I'm going to do this for. I guess it's practice. I guess you could say it's practice, but it's not really practice. That buzzing noise you're hearing right now is me trying not to kill my computer by putting a fan on it. And you can do that. That's really cool, isn't it? A lot of people don't know that, but computers, they get hot. And when they get hot, they die. And that's why Joey fried his computer. So, why is this not applying? Oh, because that's a capital J? Wow. Good job, guys. Yeah, this video is going to be mostly me suffering the entire time trying to get this frickin' thing to work. I've been working all day on one model. I've been using a tutorial that I don't know if he's Swedish or Spanish or something like that, but his tutorial was very difficult to follow because he kept calling folders maps and shit because he obviously could not speak English. And I just realized something, that I do not have an orange color in this freaking map. In this texture map. See, that's where we get confusing. He's either talking about a texture map or he's talking about folder, and you don't know which. Yeah. And that is a tutorial, the latest tutorial for making player models in Gary's Mod, and they are just, God, I fucking hate them so much. Alright, since I haven't done this for the hat yet, let me just put it where the hat would be. Notice that the texture is not the same in here because I have not updated it in Blender. I think I can do that, but I don't want to mess anything up because I always seem to mess something up when trying to reload Blender. Okay, let's take that. So what I'm trying to do is make a player model for Gary's Mod. Obviously, no fucking shit. But the tutorials that are out there are complete dog shit because they're hard to follow, and usually the tutorial involves the the model maker or the viewer to download something from Gary's Mod Workshop, and then retool the armature, which would be this. And well, it's not going to look like that when you get it from the workshop. And I'm not even sure this is going to work with what I'm doing here. But let me just show you what it actually looks like. If I can freaking find my model, it's going to be in. Where is it? It's going to be in here. For some fucking reason, when you import a model from the workshop into Blender using the source tools, it's dog shit. They, for some reason, turn them into little orbs. If you try to edit them, look at this. Look at this. They're puny. They're puny. Look at that. Can you see that? I sure can't. Not from far away. I don't know why it does that. It's really stupid, and I hate it. I hate it. Doing this. The only problem is if I. Oh crap! I forgot about that. The only problem is with this. This is definitely not the scale. I mean that's no problem. I could just scale it up like this. It looked about that size. I might just import that model, or at least the mesh. Where's the glove? Where's the glove? Oh, I hit it. Okay, okay. I thought I deleted it accidentally. Okay. Where was I? But yeah, the method most people do is just importing a pre-made armature into Blender, and then just remeshing it and reweighting it to the model. I don't want to do that because, for one, let's say you want to do it with a model like this, which has segmented arms. You can't do that just by doing the automatic weights. You can barely see what's going on here, but if you look closely, you'll notice it's two different things. While in most Gary's Mod or most pre-made workshop rigs, the model is completely different. It is bent like this, where if you bend it, the entire mesh deform. That's not good. Uh-oh. Shit, left that out, didn't I? Whatever. I'll have to weight it later. I'll do proper weight paints, but that's where it gets painful, is trying to weight paint every single fucking polygon. And if you have like a high-res model, it's a pain in the ass. I'm not saying that this will actually work. The rig that I've made. This is just me documenting this so that someone out there doesn't make the same mistakes I do, or does and succeeds, or something, anything, literally anything. I just want to get this to work. I just want to be able to do this, and if I fail, that'll be a lesson for others. So this isn't a tutorial. I want to make that very clear. This is not a tutorial. This is me trial and error, because there is no good documentation for this. There is some decent documentation for this. Let me go ahead and pull up Valve's, or not Valve, Gary's Mod Wiki. They do have some information here on how to, how you want to build up your skeleton and stuff like that. And thank God this is here, because then I could just copy and paste the bones into the rig. Because that was the main daunting problem I always had when trying to make these. Is okay, I make this character. I want to rig it, but I don't know what the bones should be named because, like the Unity engine, it's gonna have its own, you know, its own ID numbers for each bone. Sometimes it will be some completely machine code name for each bone. Thank God. And the good thing is, Valve made these named. They didn't really make it clear, or they didn't really make it a simple name because this is like Valve biped dot bipe O1 right upper arm. Not a very good naming scheme, but at least at least it at least they bothered to fucking make some kind of name. Oh wait, did I? Oh wait, that's right. I'm in pose mode. Ugh, I always scare myself. I still have to fix that. I don't know what that is, but I'm not dealing with that now because right now I'm dealing with materials. Um, so this is actually a model I made a long time ago when I was not when I was just starting it with Blender, but when I was just getting the hang of it, or really getting the hang of it, and I was like watching this guy. I think it was it CG Matter? Probably wasn't CG Matter, but it was one of those Blender YouTubers who just they do fun shit in Blender, and they did a video where they went back to Blender 1.0 and made these characters in that version of Blender. They didn't rig them. They didn't. They weren't even able to render them because they just couldn't. But I thought, hey, that looks like fun, so I followed along, and I don't think I made it perfect, but I made it good enough to the point where I wanted to render it in an older render engine. I was, and then I realized, oh crap, EV and cycles are actually pretty good, and I don't even know what Workbench is, and I don't want to touch that because I've never heard of Workbench. So I decided I would do. I'm not even doing any work right now. I should probably be doing work. So I thought it would be a cool idea to uh, take that. I really can't work and talk at the same time, and that is why I'm a terrible YouTuber. That is why nobody subscribes to me. Um, so I thought I'd take that character and model them and rig them. I was planning on making a music video with them, and that never happened because I gave up. And also because I couldn't find a good render engine. The closest I got to a good render engine that makes it look like shitty CGI from the 80s, because that's what this character is from an old 80s music video. Um, oh, I forgot to apply the material, that's why. And I forgot to apply the UV map as well. Joined body. So I fully rigged this and then imported it into Blender 2.7 or whatever version it is. What version is this? What version is this one specifically? This is 2.92. I remember making this in 2.8 and then importing it into 2.7 or whatever. Oh, I just realized it updated. Huh. Did I save this? I don't think I saved this. Let's save this. But yeah, that was fun making this model. And the way I made this model, because I didn't want to actually texture it, because that would look too good in the old Blender render engine. So what I did was I actually made the geometry per color, and this is a bad example actually. Let me do it on the head. because as you can see, this is not using the same UV map. This is using a different one. But as you can see, this is using these are all different materials. So the eye is a different material, this is a different material, the nose is a different material, the skin is a different material, the red hat is a different material. It's all a different material. Um, and the reason why I wanted to do it that way was because I'm mentally insane. It's a true fact, and I own it. Um, and also, I thought it would look too good if I actually use a texture map for that. Let's get. I'm losing track of which material's which. Is this the right material? No. The fuck is this pink material? I don't remember getting this material. Is that the right material? Okay, let me figure out which material this is. Yeah, this is material 05. What material is this? This is material 03. So this has to be material 03. Why is it pink? Why is that not right? Oh my god. Oh, because, duh, I have to make the same UV map every time. I don't know why, but apparently I have to do that. If I tried combining the entire mesh into one and then adding a UV map, but then it messed up the rigging. So it's just one of those things, I guess. You know what? I actually might just make this orange. That actually, you know what? That would look better as an orange color. So I'm gonna do that. And I messed it up. And then we do scale in the x-axis. There we go. At least this isn't as bad as making the other model, because that was a real pain, because I had to learn how to atlas textures, and for a while I was just not having it. But this I could easily atlas myself, like manually. In fact, that's kind of what I'm doing right now, is manually atlasing every texture, so that when I come back to edit it, or when I come back to export it as a valve model and rig, it will just easily export, and it'll easily export, and I can just convert this money for nothing slim matte, which is short for material. I could easily just use what's it called? Valve texture file editor. Yeah, yes, it's running on a Mac. Oh my god. Wow. See, I wish I could get Crowbar to run on Mac OS, but no. No, that's a Windows program. You gotta have Windows and the Windows version of Gary's Mod and Windows this and Windows that. No Mac, no Linux, none of that. What's that? You have Photoshop installed on Mac OS and only Mac OS? Too fucking bad. People are gonna get mad because I use Mac, but I don't fucking care, because this is the operating system I was born and raised on, and if people don't like it, then fuck them. This is my operating system. This is the one I was born on, and I will always use it. Unless I need to run freaking Crowbar, then I have to run it in, what's it called? I have to run that in Windows. Oh, I fucking hate this. Oh, look at this. I have to select each individual face so that I can frickin' rig it, or not rig it, map it to the frickin' thing. And I bet I forgot to make UV map. Oh wow, I actually didn't. Can you imagine that? Every molecular face. The main reason I don't like Windows for things like uh, uh, Blender is because the keybinds are different. Slightly, only slightly different, because every keybind is different when it comes to Mac OS. Wait a minute, I don't want to do this. Ears are a different shade of the flesh tone. Uh, but it's also not just that. I just don't like Windows, specifically 10. Hold on, what if I did that? Oh, that works. Oh, wow, that works. Okay, I'm gonna try that. Um, it's not that I am a Mac fanboy. It's just the operating system I'm most used to, and you know, you can't hate someone for loving the operating system that they've been using since they were like fucking 4, before they were even able to type. They've been using that operating system, and I'm sure more people have used Windows as a kid than Mac OS, and that's why more people have a soft spot for Windows than Mac. The thing is, I just don't really like the Windows system, or the way it's set up. I prefer Mac because um, because I can, because it's what I was born on, and I don't really know how to explain it. I just like Unix operating systems. That's it. That's what I'm trying to think of. I like Unix. It's not that I have anything against Windows in itself. I like Unix, and there's nothing wrong with that because Unix is a pretty damn good base boilerplate for operating systems. Um, it's the operating system, or it's the set up almost every literally every other operating system out there. Linux, BSD, Next Step. What's another one? Silicon Graphics. The operating system the Blender was born on. They all used Unix operating systems, or Unix-based kernels, or whatever you fucking call them. And Windows has really taken up the market to the point where there is just too much. Too many Windows things. Too many things that could go wrong, and not a lot of places to escape from Windows. I mean, literally everyone has Windows nowadays. Like, everybody. Offices, gamers, and Windows is good, but I've also known it to not be very secure. Like, seriously, how think of how many viruses there are for Windows, and then how many viruses there are for Mac. I bet you didn't even know Mac had viruses. Of course it does. It's fucking Mac OS. But it's not as bad as Windows. Why did I deselect this cube? That is not correct. Um, you can do a lot with a Mac. A lot more than you think. A lot of people say, "Oh, Macs aren't even powerful." I mean, yeah, the latest ones that Apple's been chilling out with freaking ARM processors and stuff. Of course, that's not going to be powerful. What would you expect? But if you build a Mac properly, and yes, you can build a Mac. It's not just Hackintoshes. You can actually assemble towers for I think it's like you have to get some of the proprietary Apple hardware, but you can build a Mac. You have to reflash the ROMs and stuff like that, but it can be done, and you can buy pre-flashed uh, uh, um, towers and then build off from that. You just have to make sure you have the compatible hardware and compatible shit like that. And Hackintosh isn't that bad either. I mean, I've run Hackintosh once um, in a virtual machine, and it's literally just Mac OS. And it's not like, you're gonna have to. There's no support for updates and shit. Like, yeah, well, there's barely support for updates when it comes to the real operating system. So can you really be? Can you really be too afraid? I mean, I was reluctant just to update to the latest version of this operating system of Mac OS, mainly because this is the last version of Mac OS that has 32-bit support. There's no more after this, and it really pisses me off because what will happen to others? What will happen to Boot Camp? What's going to happen to that? Is that just not going to work anymore? And fucking who knows what else? There's a whole slew of emulators I have that just aren't going to work anymore. I think MAME is one of them. And that's kind of bullshit because Apple doesn't know what they're fucking doing. And see, there's proof that I'm not a fanboy because Apple, they're just a bunch of dumbasses. They're stupid. They don't know what they're doing, and they are trying to get people to buy, and then, well, that's mainly what they're doing. Their entire sales tactic is, if it's old, then it's not worth supporting, and it's not worth spending money on. Which, yeah, that's a pretty good tactic, but not everybody wants the newest hardware because not everybody can afford it, or not everybody is ready to give up their current hardware. And I love my current hardware because even though it can't do CUDA processing, it works, doesn't it? I mean, look at what it's doing now. I'm running probably something that's difficult for the average shitty Pentium PC. So, this is a 2014 MacBook. It's not that bad. It has a graphics card, and I actually recently installed CUDA. The problem is, software just decides not to recognize it just because it's running on Mac OS. Like this program here, Blender. You can't use a CUDA processor for ray tracing. I mean, I know my processor isn't a ray tracing card, nor is it the most up to date. It's not even a GTX. It's a GT something. It's a GT 1080 or something like that. Which, in my opinion, that's not really that bad, is it? I don't think it is. Did I get all the parts? Yeah. And I'm able to get up to, I think, CUDA 9.2 running on this. I don't know what I can do with it because nobody ever makes software for Mac that requires it because everybody's a freaking PC master race people. I just don't get what is so great about Windows. I mean, yeah, sure, it's what everybody games on, but I feel like you could game on Linux and have just as much fun. In fact, you could probably game on Mac OS and have just as much fun. If, developers would even give a shit about it, which they never do. And the other reason why I really like Mac OS is because I can do stuff like this, art. And on Windows, I can't. I can, but I have to go through a whole process of finding the software, installing the software, and it's not. And let's say I want to make music. That's all I have to do in Mac. Just click GarageBand, it opens up. It's a little slow, but you know, I can do it right away. Um, but when it comes to software, this is built into the operating system. This is made by Apple, built in. Don't have to download anything. I mean, maybe you might need to update it in update it with a App Store when you buy a computer like this new. But it's built into the operating system. You don't have to download freaking Ableton or some shit. It's right there. And I could, get a more higher end shit like I did with replacing iMovie with DaVinci Resolve. And at one point before that, I had it replaced with Final Cut Pro. Yeah, so that happens, and that's how it will be. But Windows don't have that. Nope, they do not. And I will never understand why. Um, Instead, Windows chooses, or Microsoft chooses to pack in a bunch of other crap, such as frickin' Paint 3D, which is the worst version of Paint I've ever fucking tinkered with. That didn't even work. And I hate it with a passion. I really do not like Paint 3D. Because it's like, oh, we wanted to make... Can I just hide panels? Oh my god, how long have I not known that I could do that? But, reason I hate Paint 3D is it's trying to be a shitty CG, a 3D model thing. But it's shit because if you wanted to do something like that, you could have just gotten Blender. And Blender's on fucking Steam, so most of the people who are too stupid to realize that they can download it would probably find it on Steam and be like, oh hey, look, it's a 3D modeling tool. I'm gonna get it and I'm gonna make $1 billion. That's not what they would say, but I'm speaking for the average Joe who does not understand this kind of shit. But God, I feel like shit today. I keep losing my train of thought, and I don't mean to do that. But today I just can't help it. Because when I'm recording, I just can't help but want to talk. Oh, god damn it, I didn't mean to do that. And then when I'm not recording, I'm very quiet, and it's boring, and that's when I want to listen to music. But I can't listen to music because if I want to upload this to YouTube, I'm going to have a lot of copyright strikes against me. Yes, I am. And I'm not exactly sure of the legality of using Silver Gunners music. But I'm also just, you know, I just want to talk, get things off of my mind while I work on this fucking atrocity. Ah! God. Today's just not been my day. Just trying to get this model working. Oh, fuck, I forgot a piece of geometry. Fucking kill me. God. Okay, next piece. There's fucking eyebrows. Smug dipshit eyebrows. Look at you. You're gonna fuck up Gary's mod, and you're gonna be very happy about this. I'm gonna spend all these hours just getting the model materials working, and you're just gonna stare at me with that smug ass piece of shit face. Fuck you. You only had one line in that music video that no one knows about because apparently Money for Nothing by Dire Straits is not good music because nobody's ever memed the music. You know, I actually don't understand that. If you're making a meme and you put music in it, like fucking, for example, Rick Astley or Tally Hall's Ruler of Everything, is that just are they shitting on the music? Are they saying that it's bad music? Because I unironically like both Tally Hall and oh shit, what's it called? I unironically like Tally Hall and uh, 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 Rick Astley. I'm sorry, I'm like trying to focus on this and then trying to remember if I made sure to assign the right materials onto this nose. What about the mouth? Did I do the right? Oh god, fucking damn it! I forgot to. Here we go again. Let me see if I can make this easier on myself. But yeah, I unironically like that shit. I don't know what's wrong with those songs. Never gonna give you up was a really is that what the song's called? I actually don't even know that now. The Rickroll song is actually a really good song, and I have no idea why people think it's bad. I mean, compared to the shit that people listen to today, is it bad at all? No, it's not. At least I don't think so. And I can unironically like it if I want because I do. And I unironically like Ruler of Everything because I like that. I like that kind of music. It's I guess you would call experimental rock or unique rock or something like that. Okay, that's getting good. Yep. Okay, now to do his fucking ears. So I'm not even sure. Maybe, I mean, I don't think that kind of music is bad. I don't think Tally Hall or Rick Astley make shit music or made shit music. Um, it just seems like meme music is a mixed bag when it comes to being shit. I mean, you have that, and then you have songs like fucking TikTok songs, which are stupid. um, to be specific, like a Hit or Miss, that was a stupid song. It's probably not even what it's called, but like I give a shit. That's a stupid song, and I don't like that song. But I will still watch a video with that song in it because it's a cringy song, but it's funny because you're putting it in context of a fucking trap or whatever. It's probably a better example than Hit or Miss, but I can't really think of anything because I don't actually watch TikTok videos at all. I just watch whatever people send me, and they send me a lot of TikTok. I have no idea why, but they do. And this is why China. This is why China hates us, because we use their platforms for this, or maybe their platform is tailor-made to control us. I don't know. It's a conspiracy, I'm telling you. It's a conspiracy. Oh, shit. Did it again. I did it again. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait, that's fine. I think. Because it was hidden, I think it didn't really affect it. You know, I'm noticing something. There's a bit of there's a very, very slight, what do you call it? Gradient between these. And that's why the forehead was looking a bit pink there. It's fine. Alright, let's finally get the hat in there. I'm gonna actually do... what I should be doing is assigning the material first, then adjusting the UV so I can actually tell what the fuck I'm doing. This video is just going to be me spilling my guts on how I feel about things while also trying to focus on doing this. You're learning way too much about me, and I don't know how to feel about that. Alright, let's see how that looks in material preview. Yep, it looks really weird. Good, as was the plan. And then we shrink it down, and then I'm going to take this half, I'm going to bring it real close to this. In fact, I'm going to have it overlap. And I'm going to stick it in the red corner. And there we go. I think I've completed the head. Alright, all the hard shit's done. Okay, I'm gonna save. I'm gonna reload Blender so that I can get the orange working. Why don't I have Blender in my dock? Am I seriously gonna be doing this on video, putting my copy of Blender in my dock? Where the fuck even is it? Oh, that's right, it's an animation. If you're confused, this Blender is completely different to this Blender. Because this is Blender 2.9, and then this is the Blender player for 2.7, which uses the dead Blender game engine, which I don't know why they killed it. I thought it was a really cool concept of making a completely Python game in Blender. But apparently nobody liked that idea, so fuck them. Okay, now we're going to use Material 3. And this requires a UV map. And we're going to call it Joined Body. And then we're going to get confused because why isn't it showing up right? Okay, what the hell? time... Oh, because I fucking spelled joined wrong. You know, this is probably why the first model didn't work, because I probably made some sort of weird typo somewhere. Which seems to be the problem I always have, is just making dumb typos wherever I go. Today is just not my day. I've been having a bad day all day, and the main reason is because nobody's said anything to me today. I mean, it's not like it's a special day or anything, but I just like someone to talk to. But nobody's really talked to me today. Probably because I've been so focused on getting this done that I haven't even noticed anybody that was talking to me today. I mean, yeah, people have talked to me today, like, you know, but it's not like meaningful talking today, like, oh, hey, how's it going? How you doing? Blah de blah de blah. No, it's more like, hey, we're heading out. See you later, bitch. That's literally my day right there. Or people trying to help me with trying to make the model, and they don't really know how to do that, so they're just making me confused, and they're making themselves confused. And the help is appreciated, but I'm not making a Unity game. Oh, can't miss that. It's a good thing that a lot of the parts of the body, except for the head and the torso, all that's really simple. It's just, rectangles and this weird, like, polygon thing. It's really not impossible, but it's like the neck is literally just a cuboid with a singular color. So let me add the same one again. Can I just paste it? No. Joined body. I'm gonna copy that so I can easily paste it back in. Okay. It's just one of those depressing days where things don't work the way you want them to, no matter how hard you try. And you feel powerless because you can't get what you want to work. And then you spend all day trying to get it to work, and then you try to rest, and then the entire time you're resting, all that you can think of is trying to get that one thing to work, and it won't. So you end up just trying again, which there's nothing wrong with trying again, because you know what they say, if it doesn't work, try again. And obviously that's what I'm doing right now. I'm trying again. Ooh. Oh, that's interesting. That's the darker shade. Well, I'm gonna use the lighter shade. But the problem is, it doesn't always work. If you try again, you're gonna exhaust yourself, and oftentimes I end up exhausting myself because I just can't get something to work, and then I give up. But then I give up for now because obviously I'm not going to give up completely. I want to come back to the. I want to come back and try again. But the other problem is that that doesn't look right. What am I doing wrong? Why is it all peach? Oh, because they're all material 2. That's why. No, that doesn't answer my question though. Why is it still peach? Why is it still flesh tone? Oh my god. Oh, can't remove an edit mode. Suck my ass. Okay, I have that. I have the joined. I have the material assigned. Oh, it's material 3. I'm stupid. Duh. Duh. Obviously. But it's still not working right. What the hell? Oh, duh. I spelled that wrong. Or I didn't paste it in properly. And it's still not working. Why do I even bother with these things? Come on, work. 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 Do something. How are you not assigning the proper materials? How does that make any sense? You, this is a texture map. Use it. Am I having a stroke or something? Joined body. Joined. Put a capital again. I put a fucking capital then. How many times have I done that now? How many times? That's like twice. Well, if I do that one more time, I'm going to stab my hand with a fork. Okay, I forget. Did I do that one already? Yeah, I did. Okay, again, I gotta do lowercase. Joined body. Oh my god. Okay. These parts. There we go. See, it's nice when it works. Nice and calm. Don't have to fucking have a seizure because it won't work. Sometimes Blender is very confusing and doesn't really give me any feedback on why something's not working, and that's one of the things I hate about it. And trust me, I am a Blender fanboy, so this is not something I should be concerned with. This is not something that I should be having a problem with. Also, the one person I did talk to today said something about this being more focused towards touchscreen. Yeah, I guess. I mean, what, they added the tools bar, or they added a more intuitive tools bar? Um, yeah, okay. I guess I did that. But the only really touchscreen shit that I've actually seen is in the weight paint stuff. Because, you know, they got the little stupid pressure point pad thing, and I just don't really like that shit. But it goes to show that Blender is favoring those with Windows again. Like everybody else, everyone loves Windows. Okay, think I think I'm done. Yep, I'm done. I'm done. I did it. I did it. Okay, let's remove the extraneous materials from everything else. And if there are any faults, then I will probably notice it. Yeah, no faults. Everything's good. Everything is good. Alright, let's go into Blender's files and remove those materials as well, because I want to make sure that this is completely clean and scrubbed, because it'll just make it easier to import. Let's rename this quickly to, what should we call it? Just MFN Slim Material. That's what it is. Money for nothing. Okay. Oh crap. What am I doing? Okay, there we are. Oh. I don't like how they changed that. It just makes it very confusing. Alright, so I have this, which would... I think it's supposed to be called the skeleton, but I could be wrong, and if I am, I might suffer for that. These all have to be separated so that they will link up individually. Let's go on to the worst part of making a 3D model in Blender, which is getting the fucking weight paints to work. Alright, so there's like a singular vertex that is not being tracked. The way I did the way I even have this rigged right now is from the auto weights or whatever they're fucking called, and they're always wrong. They always seem to fuck up somewhere, and every YouTuber or person that does a tutorial on it, it's like they do it without even trying. While I'm here still trying to figure out why the hell that didn't work. Okay, so the reason why I have all the names of these, all the names of the, what's it called up, is so that I know what I'm doing. I know which bone is which, and it really helps. It genuinely does. Trust me. I'm sorry. What? Okay, this is weird. So I'm pressing A to select all, and usually that's going to turn the entire thing blue with whatever weights are needed. But now it's not doing that. It's not showing up. It's just turning gray. And it's done this before, and it just crashed. Can I just have one? Can I have one day where Blender doesn't fuck up when I'm doing weight paints? This is why weight painting is such a fucking nightmare when it comes to Blender. And every time this only happens with the Mac version. Can you believe it? This problem only happens with the Mac version. I should probably report this. I just don't know who to report it to. I'm gonna go to Blender's website and do this on screen right now. And they better fucking do something. I'm sure there's a GitHub that I could probably also whine to. Yeah, I would love to report a bug. Sometimes bugs happen, don't worry. Developers got your back. Please watch this video before reporting. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do this after. Blender store and DVDs and books. Good God. Alright, well, that means we're gonna have to boot into Windows and do this. And I don't want to do that right now. I really don't want to do that, but I have to. I might take a break. Yeah, I'm gonna take a break. Yep, yeah, I'm gonna take a break. And, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this video. I think I'm gonna put it on my, my third channel. Because I just want to. I can do what I want. So yeah, I'll do that.